Eric, thank you for having us over here tonight. I understand that you're experiencing some pretty extreme paranormal activity.
Yes, I am, Eric.
Give me a little rundown about what's been going on around here.
Well, the reason I called you, first of all, was for my daughter.
Okay.
Because of the activity in her bedroom.
Mm-hmm. What's been going around, based around your daughter?
One night, we put her to bed, and it's about 2 in the morning. She just woke up like paranoid, like freaked out, couldn't get her attention, and she starts pointing to the corner of the wall, telling me, "Dad, I want out." Or we tried to put her back into bed 25 minutes later. She still wants nothing to do with the bedroom. About a couple nights after that, I went out. I get a phone call from my wife saying my daughter is in hysterics again. Does not want any part of the room. Now it's a different part of the corner of the room. She doesn't wants it gone. Wants it out. Does not want to go in almost an hour before she decided to go back to bed.
And
so,
how old is she?
She is going to be 2 in July.
Okay.
So she's 22 months.
Okay, so not old enough quite to talk and really tell you what's going on.
She's got some words there,
Yep.
but she's got that look like something just scared the heck out of her.
And you would know, obviously.
And there was a dead sleep.
Okay.
It happens once in a while. You hear noise, and there's mats on there in the floor, and it's like someone's walking in there.
Okay.
So we don't know if that's what's scaring her. And I go in there frequently to check on her at night, and I make noise going in there to see if that wakes her up.
Okay.
She sleeps like a rock.
No kidding.
And it's happened to my youngest too, saying he sees somebody walking in the bedroom. So, and he'll come darting out.
Okay.
So those are the things that it's mainly for my kids. Me myself, I'm not worried. I'm a big guy, I can handle myself.
Yep.
But I've seen some stuff that would make my head spin. It's just kind of spooky and weird.
Yep. There's something very significant about this car, something special about this car.
It is Christine. It is a car they had in a movie. It's not the car, but it's that type of model. Christine was a 58, this is a 57. But it was a car they used, and Stephen King made a book about it as well.
Yep.
I bought this car back in 2012, and I've had it almost 3 years now. And I'm restoring her.
Okay.
I bought the car from a guy up here in New Boston who got it from Texas.
Okay.
One man owned it before he did, and he drove it for a year, parked it in the barn, and the car was left there for almost 56 years.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
It's never been run, it's never been, as far as I know, I'm going by the paperwork that I have that was given to me. So I restored it. Lately, we've been seeing a man dressed in blue overalls, red shirt, white long beard, and a hat on.
Okay.
I never mentioned it to the guy when I spoke to the original family member who owned it, his grandfather. He mentioned it to me.
Okay.
That he would see somebody at night in front of the barn with the same type of thing. I've never mentioned that to him.
Wow.
And that kind of stunned me. Never really seen him in the house, but in the garage. Weird things have happened. Sounds weird, but I've left the hood open, and that's pretty heavy to shut, and it slammed itself shut.
Okay.
The doors will be left open, and they'll shut themselves. The trunk it'll pop right up, but you have to push the button.
Okay.
And it'll come up. I've come home and found the doors open, the hood's open, and the trunk's open, or you hear banging, and it's loud.
Okay.
And it's coming from in here.
It's obvious. When you got the car, had you seen the man with the white beard prior to that here?
I've seen him more than once.
Okay.
I've seen him walking through the backyard as one night we're working on my friend Larry's truck, and he spotted somebody peeking around by where the fence is, where the house is, and told me there was somebody in the backyard.
Okay.
So he walked towards that way, I walked around the other side, and the guy where my shed now sits walked straight along the fence, turned, walked straight down, right through the fence and into the bushes.
Okay.
He was seen opening the door out here. We hear weird noises. I've seen him looking in the windows, scaring my mom.
Okay.
And seen other places on the property. I've had a brother here that comes over frequently, and he's only seen something once.
Mm-hmm.
He told me he was going to the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
the blinds were open,
Mm-hmm.
and he's finishing his business, washing his hand, turns around to grab the towel, and he sees a man standing in blue overalls, red shirt, white beard with a hat on, looking into the window as he's walking by. And I never told him anything about the gentleman that we've seen that walks around.
Yep.
And he told me exactly what it looked like.
Wow.
And that kind of freaked me out because I never said anything to him.
Yep. So this is multiple people,
Mhm.
multiple people saying the exact same being
Mm-hmm. And
without knowing
Yep.
what the other person has seen,
And I've never said anything.
validating everybody's
Yeah,
experience.
it's only two other people I've talked to besides Larry.
Yep.
The person on the phone, his grandfather who owned the car,
Okay.
Larry and I, and my brother Dwayne.
Yep.
Those are the only people that validated seeing this person. And my mother doing dishes.
Yep.
That's it. Other than that, nobody else has seen anything. We just hear things, and it's kind of spooky.
You know, I was lucky enough to meet your friend that actually had an experience here, and he's here with us tonight.
Yes,
so
he
he's
is.
going to tell us a little bit about what happened to him. So Larry's had some pretty interesting paranormal activity.
Larry has seen some stuff too, and
Yep.
he's seen it while I was here.
Yep.
We've had another friend, just normally four of us that play cribbage. We play
Yep.
every other day.
Okay.
Sometimes we play all week long.
Mm-hmm.
And he's from Bosnia.
Yep.
His name is Almir, and he's about 355 pounds. He's a
Big
big guy. He stands about 6'1", 6'2".
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we were sitting in the kitchen, we're playing, we're shuffling the cards. Larry's shuffling the cards, and I normally sit my back to the fridge. Larry sits on the table's normally lengthwise.
Yep.
Larry sits on the corner, and Almir will sit there
Mhm.
next to the wall. And we heard a loud groan.
Okay.
He jumped up off the chair. Now I didn't even see the door open. He was gone. I'm out
Wow.
of here. And he's out here smoking a cigarette, and his hand is shaking. And he told me to my face, "I'll fight anything that I can see. I ain't fighting anything I can't see."
Yep.
And he's only been back here maybe once or twice since that's happened. Normally we go to the shop now to play cribbage.
Okay. So he's at the point where he really doesn't want to come back here.
Doesn't want to come
feel
back, and I
comfortable.
told him it's not gonna hurt you,
Yep.
but he's like, if I can't see it,
Yep.
I'm all set.
Okay.
A lot of my friends are like, well, if you're gonna have somebody come out and you're talking about your car, that's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're not here when I see this stuff.
Yep. I am glad you called us, and you know I do think you are in need of some expertise to come in and tell you what is going on around here, because it seems like you have a wide variety of paranormal activity going on throughout the house,
Yeah.
throughout the backyard, like you explained to me, throughout the car.
Yes.
And the car is a one of a kind car.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we go take a look at the car?
You can take a look at the car if you want.
Perfect. So Eric, this is
Christine.
Christine. It's a beautiful car, that's for sure. It is a beautiful car.
It's my dream car.
Yep.
15 years trying to find one.
Now, I know. What did it look like when you first got it?
The hood, the fenders, the roof, and the trunk were completely rotted out. It was his original color, sand dune white,
Okay.
with the gold factory V, the gold factory grill. Some of the chrome on here, some of the other chrome pieces I had were no good. I had to replace them, and they're very hard to find.
Yeah, I
I
bet.
had to jiggle. There's still issues with the car, but it runs, it drives, it's got its moments. But pretty much it's all mostly done by hand. I've done 95% of the work. I've had friends come over to help me, give me a hand.
Yep. Now, one question that I do want to ask you, throwing the movie Christine out of the picture, do you believe this car is bringing some paranormal activity to your home?
I believe whoever owned the car before me is probably still attached to it. And since I've been working on it, the more and more I work on it, the more and more things happen around it.
Okay.
It gets strange and strange. When you sit in it, you get that feeling like you're not wanted in there.
Okay.
So, to put the movie aside,
Yep.
it's nothing like the movie. It's just, you've got these weird things that happen.
Yep.
Especially when you're in it, you don't feel comfortable.
Okay.
Sit in that thing for about 20 minutes, and I'll tell you, you're gonna want to come out.
Do I have your permission to sit in here tonight with
You
the lights
guys are
off?
welcome to walk around it. You're welcome to sit in it, do what you need to do, and enjoy yourselves.
Very nice. I greatly thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming out.
And we're
I
going to try to
appreciate
figure
it.
out what's going on for you.
Thank you
And
very
you
much.
have a beautiful car.
Thank you very much.
Now, I'm sitting here with Larry. Larry, you're Eric's friend. He was telling me earlier You had some experiences in here, in the garage area, and
yeah.
in the house.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff has happened to you?
No, I mean, we like play cribbage just about every night.
Okay.
You know, usually it's me and Eric. Sometimes somebody else will come over and we'll play.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, I don't know, a month or better ago, there was three of us, me, Eric, and a friend of ours. We were in the kitchen playing cribbage.
Mm-hmm.
It was after midnight, and Eric had been dealing at the time. It was his turn to deal.
Okay.
Go figure, he won at that point. But we heard it was weird because like it was almost like a grumbly growl sound, and it was like a growling sound. It was almost like a growl grumble sound, like somebody trying to say something in a real deep voice.
Okay.
And it froze me in a chair. I like froze. I just looked dead at Eric. He looked at me, and I was like, "Did you hear that?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got a wicked cold chill down the back of my neck." We both looked at a friend of ours that was sitting with his back to the wall behind you,
Mm-hmm.
and we were both like, "Did you hear it?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm out." He literally got up out of the chair, opened the kitchen door, and left.
Wow.
So it was weird.
Did you have an experience in the garage, something
I
with
did.
his door?
I did actually. It was weird. I turned white as a sheet. Again, we were playing cribbage one night,
Yep.
and I took a cigarette break. And actually, it was just me and Eric that night. I came out here through the kitchen door,
Mm-hmm.
and usually, if I'm not sitting here as we are now, I open the back door up, and I'll stand out there, get some fresh air, smoke a cigarette. And I went to grab the door handle here to open it, and Eric had opened the door to say something to me.
Okay.
And so I turned to look at Eric. At the same time, I opened up the garage door right here and looked to step out. When I did, there was a silhouette of an old man with coveralls, long beard, hat, red shirt. And like I froze. I like literally turned sheet white. Eric's like, "What?" I slammed the door. I was like, "There's an old guy standing outside the door." He was like, "No." I opened the door back up, and there was nobody there.
Wow.
It was weird. I mean, like, I literally froze.
You're not scared to come back, like?
Oh, no,
like
I come
his
back
other
every night,
friend?
just about. I'm here
Yeah.
almost every night.
Okay.
We play cribbage, or we go down on the computers downstairs, or whatever. Or tinker with car, or cars, vehicles, whatever.
Mm-hmm. And Eric also mentioned when we were talking about a black mass that you saw in here.
Kind of like where you're sitting to the corner of where that bumper is right there, the wing off
Yep.
that bumper, the chrome wing.
Yep.
I was sitting here, as I am now, smoking a cigarette last night. Eric was standing by the doorway, and I went to take a smoke of my cigarette, puff of my cigarette, and boom, I was like beeline on the floor. Eric said my name 3 times, and eventually I was like, "What?" He's like, "What the heck's wrong with you?" I said, "Dude, there's like a black mass shadow just like hovering back and forth on the floor right here. I'm looking at you right now, and I can see, you know, meaning Eric."
Yep, yep.
He's like, he's like, "There's nothing there." And then when I looked back down from Eric, it was gone.
Wow. Just like that.
It was weird.
That is strange.
Really weird.
Well, hopefully we can, get some answers for you guys as to what you guys
It's
are
kind of cool because
experiencing.
it's intriguing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'd mentioned to Eric before, it'd be kind of cool to try and do a background of the neighborhood here.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I mean, the airport is the old Grenier Field military air base.
Yep.
Who knows, at some point maybe this was military housing up here.
Could have
Who's
been.
passed away? What happened? Maybe something years back before that with, maybe Native American
Yep.
grounds up here of some sort or something. Who knows?
Possibilities.
I mean, it's a
are
high
endless.
point that looks over a good section of the city.
Okay.
Here, it's high here, low on the other end, but who knows what went on in this area that's a neighborhood now.
Yep. Very true.
Obviously something, somewhere, I don't know if it's just specifically with the car,
Yep.
because it just seems like since Eric's gotten the car and the car's been in this garage,
Mhm.
a lot more activity and things have been happening.
Okay. So I guess
Done a lot of different stuff.
that's one of the answers that we're going to try to come up with is this paranormal activity being experienced because of the car, or is it just because of the property?
Right.
That's something we're going to try
There's
to
a lot of
come up
questions.
with.
A lot of
Exactly.
questions that
Yep.
it would be good to have an answer for.
Okay.
It really would. I'm intrigued by it, wanting to know.
Thank you very much for
Oh, not a problem.
for taking the time to speak
Not
with
a
us.
problem.
We do appreciate it. And
Definitely.
This place seems to have a lot of of really cool things going on.
There seems to be a lot of strange activities.
Since we've been here, there's already been a few,
Couple
Strange things going on,
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
and we just got here not too long ago. So
What? It's gonna be interesting.
We'll see what happens.
Hopefully,
Thank you. I appreciate it, Larry.
not a problem. Take care.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have a spirit box session right here in the garage. We've had a couple of weird experiences in here tonight, so I think we should have a spirit box session right with Christine and see what we can get. So this is going to scan through radio frequencies, okay? So basically it's a detuned MP3 player, so it's going to sweep through the radio frequencies at a very fast rate. It's going to be sweeping at like 200 milliseconds. So what it does is it basically makes it impossible to pick up, you know, a full word, and so it's going to kick out some white noise. So what we're looking for is words that go through multiple sweeps, say 2 or 3 sweeps. Sometimes you'll get full sentences, sometimes you'll get full words, you know what I mean? So that's what we're going to look for here. We'll ask some questions. Scan in reverse. Is anybody in here with us?
Me.
That said me.
Yeah.
Who's me? I'm gonna turn it up a second. Whose car is this? What color car is this in front of me? Where's the old man? What did that say? In the house, it sounded like? Did you say in the house? Can you use this white noise in this box to talk to us? Are you sitting in the car? Notice how we're not getting any voices at all anymore? Hey, something. I think it said car.
I think it's a car too.
Did anybody else hear car?
I heard car.
Can you say car again? I'm getting chills right now.
92 all the way up to your
I
head.
can feel it on my legs and on my arms.
90 on your leg.
Talk to us. Say something as loud as you can.
And your K2 just went off.
You did?
Yep.
Are you standing near me?
You weren't even touching it, were you?
No, I was facing your way.
It just went up. I just saw it spike for a second.
Come stand with me. I'm not scared.
Do you see that green light? Can you touch it?
66 degrees behind you.
Behind me?
It's 66.
Yep, back up again. Back down.
Who?
Tell us where you are. Leave that little girl alone.
Wow. That say Eric? That sounded like it
Eric, you
said.
said your name, dude. It said I did.
It definitely said Eric.
I got goosebumps now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It just said your name.
it's like 66 to 68 by. Where's flashlight? Him sitting next to the door. Now it's back up to still 66.
No, look at same thing.
Hair's,
Yeah.
standing up.
Dude, it feels wicked cold at the top of my head right now.
Weird, but it's 88 degrees right
It definitely,
What?
right here.
yep, or something. It definitely said your name. What is his name? What's this guy's name right here?
We heard you. Say it again.
Are you in the garage with us? Somebody hear a whistle?
Did you just whistle?
You want to do that one again? I really just heard a whistle.
I didn't hear it.
I just heard it again.
A whistle.
Yeah. It just looked like somebody went past those windows. I just saw like a black something go by the windows.
Inside or outside?
I couldn't tell, but it was the first two windows to the left. I saw something that looked like the size of an arm go across it, like that width.
I'll look to see if anybody's out there.
That was weird. I don't know if it was my eyes or what, but yeah, it was like the size of an arm.
Nothing out here.
Where are you? Can you move something in here? Can you touch that green light that Kenny's holding? Can you pull the girl's hair? What's that?
That's me.
No, behind me, someone
Yeah, something I heard.
touched the door behind me.
66, 68.
It was like, whoa,
It was
it was, what was it? That's what I heard.
What?
This.
Yeah, it's 90 degrees by the 66.
This is what I just heard. It's the doorknob. That is what I heard. Can you touch that doorknob again? I know it's probably very hard for you to get the energy to do stuff for us. But if you want us to know that you're really here, you have to do something to show us. Do you understand? Looking for the man in the overalls and the white beard is said to be seen all over the grounds out here out back. You getting any hits on the K2? Nothing. Can you come over here with us? In the backyard? Come out wherever you are, Mr. Old Man. We're having them play cribbage like they normally do. This is when they experience a lot of activity. So basically we're using them as trigger objects in hopes that we can
It's a good deck here.
contact whatever
Like that.
Yeah, it's a really good deck.
comes out when they're playing cards.
Yeah.
Can you guys see all right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's plenty of light. It's like we're camping.
Four.
Nice.
Yeah, what do you got? 14?
Yeah, we're right. I got two.
Two.
Two, bud. Two. That's it.
You do two. And then you must have 10 there.
No. No.
Two
Again.
again?
Again, I got two.
That's us.
Oh, that's good.
Knocked out.
Two it is. 21.
Yeah.
31 for two more. And last card, George.
Yeah, gee, thanks.
I got 8, 10, 12, 14.
Yeah, go figure.
I could add 16.
Shoot. Yeah, shut up. Three. Really? True.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
was that?
Sound like
A kid.
Yeah.
Your kid, I heard.
that's what we hear.
Not on audio. I definitely just heard a little kid.
It
I
sound
did
like
too.
it was coming from my daughter's room.
It sounded like it was coming from this general area.
Uh-huh,
It said
that's what we
something.
hear.
It was like a.
Where's that recorder? Play that back. That was crazy.
That's what we hear.
You heard it.
That was a kid.
Yeah, little kid.
And earlier my daughter was saying boy.
That was it.
Do it again.
That was weird. What was that? That was it.
What was that?
It was like, oh.
It's like again, rolling again on audio.
It's like it knew it was there.
I heard it with my own ears though.
I heard it too.
That's very rare. When you're dealing with EVPs, it's very rare to deal with it
Hear what your own
and
ears.
hear it with your own ears. But
I
I heard
didn't
that and then I said, oh wait.
All I heard was a little the kids.
You don't move on.
I'm
I'm
still
excited,
got
aren't you?
I still got the chills, dude.
18, 24.
But you go happen with
Oh,
cards.
okay. So it's go and go.
Yeah, I still have the chills.
I know. I gotta move down my back, dude. That's awesome, though.
I'm not gonna zoom in and out or anything.
You
It's
gotta
gonna
go.
be static.
I'm standing here with
You're not standing.
Alright.
Take two.
Cut.
Cut.
I'm usually standing.
Don't worry, we have blooper episodes too.
Well, there's one already.
Just basically tell us what happened to you.
Oh,
I shat myself.
You can say that.
No.